This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain adult language, violence, and sexual themes, as well as shocking revelations. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I are playing the Delta Green role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is Iconoclasts. It was written by Adam Scott Glancy and Shane Ivey, and it can be found at Arc Dream Publishing. It's also available from DriveThruRPG. Our handler is Keith Craig, and this is episode 3. Our recap will be given by Gordon Lewis as his character, Daniel Pashkev. So, without any further delays, let's continue our journey into the darkness. Gordon?
So, as we come in with the truck, everybody settles in. Daniel's going to call everyone to the briefing table. And it takes a moment. He goes, "Look, I'm a war fighter. Uncle Sam brought me in, trained me up to the tip of the spear, and pointed me at the enemy. Been to the sandbox before, multiple times. Thought I had a handle on what the world could throw at us, until I learned that ISIL isn't the only thing out here thirsty for blood. Did some jobs, met good people, lost good people to things that don't bleed, don't speak, and sure as hell don't die easy. Got the call from the program after that. Since then, it's been shadow war. Get in, get out, drive in the knife, snatch an asset, and be gone before the bodies get cold. Coming back here, it triggered something. The terrain, the tension, smell of dust and blood, it all felt familiar, too familiar, and I defaulted. Started running the playbook without checking the field. When we touched down and set up base, I acted on reflex, instinct, animal brain. When we rolled out in the technical, same deal. Didn't realize how deep I was in it until Agent Landry caught around, and that snapped me back. So, this is me owning it. I slipped into old habits. Gave orders without reading the room, treated highly capable people like boots on their first deployment. That's not how this team works. You don't need a handler, you need a peer. I crossed the line, and that's on me. We're not here because we salute sharp or stick to protocol. We're here because we get shit done. The impossible shit. With whatever's at hand. What we've got now is a damn strong team, full backing from Uncle Sam, and enough air power to fight God. But it's the people in this room, the hands that hold the spear and the minds that choose where to stick it that matter most. I forgot that. So, thank you. Ultimately, you still followed my lead into that compound and you executed clean. No shots fired. We exfilled with a truck full of highly valuable assets. Textbook perfection. And it's all on you. And Sergeant Warner, good call on the strike. You saw what I missed. That decision might have kept us alive. But it was one hell of a black eye for Op 4. So let's stay sharp, stay smart. The next time I start slipping back into autopilot, you call me on it.
All right, so you guys are gathered back into your little compound that you have here at Tikrit Air Base. You've gotten the amphora brought back. You put the stopper in it, so I kept just stopped being a vacuum trying to pull everything into it, and you gathered up all the broken pieces of the tablets that ISIL had smashed back on April 1st.
And
what would you like to do?
well, I mean, in the interest of uh, fixing our past fuck ups, why don't we go over what we have so far?
Okay.
Al Rabani, you want to start?
We've got a bunch of murders that are probably affected by whatever came out of that amphora. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or no reason to it that I can find. I thought at first the murders were all taking place at night, but they really aren't. The sun has been up during some of the murders. Other than that, I mean, we got them mapped out where they are. There doesn't seem to be any central location.
Yeah, we
So
got
the
to
thing
get into
is
the city and
wandering.
track it down, right? That's where we're at. It's on the loose.
Well, we got to find some way to predict where it might be next in order to do that. So there's got to be some sort of pattern.
Yeah.
The city's pretty flat and open if we could get on a rooftop, don't you think? Isn't it? I mean, from that video we saw, it looked like it was a big thing with a lot of moving parts. Probably catch our attention.
Like a cloud. Yeah.
Uh, Captain Pashkev has busted out the whiteboard and is starting to list all of the information that we have. All right.
Okay, so you said you're going to start listing some stuff that you have on the whiteboard.
All right. So
What are you putting up there?
we're gonna put murders,
Okay.
sort of down below that. Possibly ritualized, skinned, if I recall correctly.
Mm-hmm.
People of interest.
Well, and
Are
what we
you
know from the
Right.
video is that some of those original guys are in league with whatever it is.
So people of interest will include the survivors list from the video.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
it's recruiting them, right? It wanted them to bow. It probably is starting a following.
We'll put in. I'm going to include Ahmed Al Jabiri, who's the ISIL counterintelligence head. Nasser, I know you took a round not too long ago, but what do you remember?
Um, yeah, I think, we there's something with this Al Jabiri character. I remember he seemed to be obsessed with Rashad's house. We probably removed everything of particular interest to him. Um, I don't know if he has any kind of like influence or if he's actually searching for whatever came out of the amphora.
Interesting.
Question for the keeper based on the video that we watched. And we've probably watched it more than once, haven't we?
Probably.
When the obsidian chips spell out in Arabic, what is that from a particular period in time? Is it like ancient
Ah,
Arabic or Aramaic or something like that?
That's a
that
good
is
question.
a good question, and that would be a trying to think here. What kind of a question? It sounds like a maybe
Crypto analyst?
la- language Arabic.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll
The
on that.
50-50 chance. Yeah. I don't know enough about Arabic to make that guess.
I got a 31 under 50.
31 under 50. All right. It was definitely an older dialect of Arabic. You could recognize it, so it's not kind of like if you go back and read Old English. You know how like you're like, this is English. At least that's how I feel when I read very Old English. But it is definitely from probably definitely pre-Ottoman times.
Oh, so we're talking
Old.
like 800 AD or earlier, maybe. I don't know when the Ottoman Empire started, but pre-Islamic probably, huh?
Possibly that might might need a little bit more research than just a
Right.
31 out of 50.
And yet they seem to understand it, so it had some way of conveying its meaning. So we're dealing with something old. My original ridiculous assumption that it's some sort of genie, some sort of djinn, but it's a cloud of stuff that comes out of a bottle when you uncork it.
I mean, I don't, we all have had experience. I think it's not as absurd as it sounds. I think actually might be onto something.
We've tended to run into things where old legends are based on things. They're not necessarily correct, but maybe the whole Jinn concept comes from some entity or extra dimensional monster that uses that as his method.
Yeah, so how do you beat it? What's his weakness in the story? I remember you get 3 wishes and then it goes away.
Well,
I
you
don't
can
think this is
trap it
that
back
kind.
inside of its bottle.
Do we have to trick it or something? Like,
Obviously, it was
it's
trapped in there at some point. I don't know how you could.
Make 3 wishes and it goes back. I don't
yeah.
Well, we
just wish for mundane things.
I don't know enough about what
Okay.
beliefs are in the Jinn anyway. I mean, but I guess traditionally you have to get it back in the bottle. I don't know how you do that. In the movie, in the movies, and the stories, it's always you got to trick the thing back into the bottle. It's usually some silly trick like, I don't think you could fit in that bottle. So maybe they're not that smart, whatever.
Well, I think we're still on
Which
the more
is,
hopeful side of possible solutions here.
honestly, the only thing I can think of is we're going to have to look at the sites where this thing has attacked, see if there's any tells, any signs that we can figure out what's going on, and then try to predict where it's going to be, and then stop it, blow it up, trap it. I don't know that we're not supposed to use actual magic to do it, but no hypergeometry.
Looking at my notes, it's also known as the Father of War.
Father of War. That's got to be a reference to something important.
Oh yeah, I've got a note that says tablets to banish it, and I bet those were smashed on the floor.
They
Then
were.
we need to
Yeah.
reconstruct them.
Yeah. And of course,
mean,
we also have bits and we might. I don't know if we have like the complete tablets, but we've got the winds unknown to Adad that might be helpful.
You think we can get some archaeologists in the know and have them try to reassemble them from the scraps? I mean, we didn't pick up the dust, and part of those probably crumbled into dust when they were smashed. Fucking ISIL, smashing old things.
Okay.
So I guess we just have to keep on. We don't have enough information yet We need more information.
Okay, so I heard a couple ideas that do have things that you can figure out. You talked about mapping out the murders. Talked about maybe reaching out to an archaeologist, and also who's going to try and map out the murders.
Landry, you have a background in like crime, right?
Yeah, I've got a legal background. Yes.
Uh, what if you and I work on mapping out the murders? Uh, Rabani,
See if I can get a an archaeologist. Tell him that this is an important thing that we need put back together.
we've got sat phones.
You do have sat phones. There's also in Baghdad. There's a museum that is being essentially. There's lots of archaeologists. You would know that are being rebuilt because remember, in 2003 the museum was completely raided by looters, and in 2016 a lot of archaeologists went back there to try and rebuild and find the treasures that were lost during that.
Biggest problem is how do we tell the archaeologist that this is a super important that we have this thing reassembled? It's like he'll be like, "Why? I mean, I'll reassemble it, but it could take 20 years." No, I need it next week because there's some evil entity we have to stop. Maybe I'll just try. I mean, I'm a cryptographer. I can. It's like putting together a jigsaw puzzle, isn't it?
That was my thought.
I won't be able to read it, but I'll be able to hopefully put it back together, or mostly back together. Then we can get the archaeologist.
Okay.
Right.
What about Warner? What do you think? What do you want to tackle? We need all the brains on this.
I don't know. I could try to do some footwork research, and that's really not my strong suit. I'm not feeling good about a monster roaming around killing people. I kind of want to post up, see if I can find a tower or something in the city, and just communicate with
You
you guys over the
rats.
radio.
Well, we got to get access to the city first. But I don't think did Handler, did our IDs come in yet?
No, your IDs will show up on the 3rd of May. So it's about a month from now.
Got it. What about
Yeah, it's a long time for monster going around killing people, but it's a war zone anyways.
a resident spook? You have any ideas?
I mean, I can. Do we have internet access here?
You do. You do. It's a slow, but you do have both unclassified network and classified networks.
I mean, I can hit the web and just, you know, just kind of start searching everything, keywords and stuff, and see, compile anything that links together, see what I can figure out.
Sounds good. Okay. All right. So we'll start with the two that are trying to kind of map out the murders. Now the document that you got that kind of listed out the murders. The last thing that was mentioned on it was on 30 March. So whether something's happened since then, you would have to go to some intel sources and try and figure that out. But kind of plotting this out, go ahead and give me a, we'll say a navigate.
Ooh, I'm actually pretty handy at that.
I'm not, so
Yeah, I got a 21 under 50.
I got a 6.
Ooh.
All
He
right.
has surpassed
Well.
the master.
Yeah.
I learned well. I learned well.
Okay. So mapping that out, what you recognize is that all the attacks, and they were on the east bank of the Tigris River, going through Mosul, which is specifically in the districts of Sinya, Al Bath, and Al Shawa. Uh, so it looks like it's kind of isolated, obviously what I just said, on the east side of the Tigris.
Interesting.
Okay. And nothing on the west side at all.
Nope.
Huh. Do they seem to be kind of like clustered in a tight area, or are they more spread out?
Let me look at my map before I give you that answer.
Okay.
They mapping them out, and you got a really good roll, right? Okay. You can see that they start in the southern part of the city, and they kind of move up north, and then they're more in a lot more event are happening in the more centralized part of the city there.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Because the Tigris goes right through the middle of Mosul, like most ancient cities, is built around a line of communication, a river being a major one.
Okay. Does it seem to be? Do the murders seem to be moving in a moving south to north?
Yes.
Okay. So that might give us a direction, at least. If they're kind of moving south to north, we could potentially expect more attacks to happen in the north, possibly. But of course, this thing could make a liar out of me.
Okay. Good. And then Naba Al-Rabani, you were going to try and work this
Yeah.
difficult
What I'll
puzzle.
what I'll do is I will, if I know the general size, of how big the tablets were,
But
I
you
might,
would, because in the video you saw the guys pick it up, and you could,
yeah. So I was thinking to hold things together. Um, can we assume that I have readily available to me some sort of like cookie sheet and
Oh
and
yeah, yeah,
wax candles?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
wax.
Cookie sheets definitely at the Chow Hall. They have lots of cookie sheets, so you guys,
So I'll take a cookie sheet and I'll take some candles. I'll melt the wax and fill the bottom of the cookie sheet. And that way, when I place the pieces on the thing, they don't fall over. I can kind of push them a little into the
Mhm.
wax
I love that.
and then try to assemble it. I look for the edges first, just like you do
Right,
um,
yeah, yeah. A jigsaw
there's
puzzle.
probably some fairly large pieces, so do
Yeah.
those first and just work at it.
Okay. Give me an intelligence times 3. Roll.
Intelligence times 3. So do I use the 16 then for that?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, what is 16 times 3?
48.
Okay, so I got a 44, which is an extreme.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's still going to take you a few hours to work on it,
Sure.
but you are making good progress on it, and you are able to kind of put things together. Like you said, obviously you didn't get all the dust and everything, so they're not fitting together perfectly. Kind of like jigsaw puzzles, they don't fit. There's always some puzzle dust in that also, but we'll say in about 4 hours of working on it, you're getting to where, okay, yeah, I'm going to get this done actually, possibly today with that extreme. Yeah, very nice. All right. Sergeant Warner, what were you going to be doing? I remember you talked about going to the tower, but to the city. But I think.
Yeah. If we don't have a proper way to infiltrate yet, then I'll probably just be helping where I can
Okay.
with the puzzle or whatever.
Yep. That makes sense. Be the one that kind of runs and the gopher go get like the cookie
Hmm.
sheet, all that. Okay. And Kasim.
So I'm internet sleuthing mostly, taking all the separate things we know, searching them and looking for things that might, cross over a little bit, possibly.
Okay.
Trying to find connections between things that we know, you know.
Give me a kind of an idea of what you're kind of looking for there, like connections based on like murders, connections based on maybe you know the father of war, the mentions of these kind of things and
I
all.
think I think the murders, so like two things. The murders, you know, that's kind of the main thing I'm looking for. Anything more like that I could find
Hmm.
pattern wise or, anything. And then Father of War, and then, those two things separately, and then if they happen to cross over at any point.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So that sounds like good. Give me a computer science.
Okay. That is a 91, which is very much a no.
Okay. Uh, yeah. Maybe on some of the, I mean, obviously, you type anything into the internet, you're going to get some return, but you're quickly like, okay, these are not kind of
Yeah.
what I'm looking for.
Spent a lot of time on finding nothing.
Yeah. All right. All right. So now you got your tablet put together. You've got kind of mapped out that a lot of stuff is happening over on the on the east bank of the Tigris, and maybe the internet doesn't have the best source for information on the father of war. Um, who's going to try and read the tablet? I'm just kind of assuming that's what.
Well, yeah, as I'm putting it together, is it in Arabic that I can read, or is it
No.
so? I'll take high res photographs of it, and then see if we can get in contact with university. Uh, Somebody who can I can tell them that I need a translation ASAP.
Okay. Sounds good. So you get a picture and you're going to send that off to like a university there. That makes sense. I'm looking up exactly where
As
this link.
as long as I'm not breaking protocol.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
Okay. So
we find out later the university's been destroyed by
yeah, that's right.
lightning bolts because the
Yeah,
guy read it out loud.
Yeah, it's too bad for them. Okay, give me a. So that's probably a human. To see if you can find a good contact for that.
Where's my human? Oh, 40%. Let's see what I get. 68. So I'm not having any luck.
Okay. Yeah, just reaching out and all through the normal channels, not having any luck. Don't forget, you guys. So they give you a lot of money. So if you wanted to try and talk with people here in the country, you could also. It's how things work in Iraq. You got to grease some palms. So.
Oh yeah, you know what? I will pose as I don't know, I'll pose as somebody and and tell them that I need to find somebody who speaks uh 1,000-year-old Arabic
Mm-hmm.
language.
Okay. So, guy. All right. Yeah, you
Oh,
want
you know
to.
what? Wait. Well, okay, yeah. If might get
Yeah.
me killed.
Well, not if it's at like the University of Baghdad, which is secured, right?
Yeah, it's in the green zone.
Yeah. How far away is that from where we are?
Baghdad, it's a few hours drive. It's a
Oh,
little bit further than it is to get to Mosul, but it's also driving away from the war zone instead of into the war zone. So
so guys, not making the decision on my own. Do you think that it's worth me driving to the university and seeing if I can get somebody? I'll be gone for 8 hours. I'll do
Not a
it.
terrible
Yeah.
idea. Is there a
I
Yeah.
mean,
reason?
I'll go with you. We need to raid that thing.
well, I don't. You don't have to come with me. It's just I won't be here to do anything. I think
I
I'll be
mean,
safe.
I just, the buddy system is beaten into us, but if you want to go alone, I'm not gonna say no.
I was just thinking that Jamie, Sergeant Jamie, wants to. You were trying to see if you could see it, if you could spot a cloud of something, or. Uh, well,
I mean,
I'll
to be
go
fair,
alone unless you insist that somebody come with me.
I mean, I'm not finding anything on my searches, so I'm not doing a lot of good just standing around here, so I can tag along.
Yeah, maybe we can look in the university's database of over this god of war or whatever he's called,
Yeah.
father of war.
okay,
All right.
right.
See you tomorrow.
yeah. Well, on Malay, do you think you could assist him with that? Do you think you'd be of any use in this
I
regard?
mean, yeah, I've kind of hit a bunch of dead ends here, so maybe getting my hands on like some physical
Better.
stuff,
Yeah.
I could poke through some things there while he's finding someone to interpret this stuff.
Not everything old has been put into a computer, so
Yeah. I'm not doing anything here. I've kind of done everything I can here, so
come with me.
I'm just thinking we've got a month before. I mean, sure we could break into the city, but like that feels like a death sentence.
A little bit.
So a month of downtime is a significant amount of time to do research.
Well, I'm sure that while we're gone, you're going to get more reports
Right.
of more murders.
And I was planning on staying in so I can collate and continue the mapping that Landry and I have done. But yeah, I mean, this sounds like a plan to me.
All right. So we'll be back ASAP.
Okay. Say I'm typing you guys something.
Where are you typing it?
In the Zoom thing.
Oh,
All right. So you guys are headed down to Baghdad. The captain and Landry, you guys are going to kind of monitor maybe some SIGINT sources and all look, seeing if you can find any more murders to track out. All is that? Am I following?
yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. All right. Okay. And Kazim, what they mean by the month's downtime, it's a month before the Delta Green can get you ISO IDs to where they feel like you could actually go into Mosul and not get your head sawn off.
gotcha. All right.
We already had one close call, which is how Landry got a shiny new bullet hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A thought has occurred, because we're vaguely intelligence organization shaped. Um, uh, Keeper, what denomination was ISIL?
They are Sunni. The opposite of Iran. I believe Iran's Shiite.
I mean, we're doing darker than black kind of stuff. Would I or would anybody be able to have contacts with whatever the intelligence agency of Iran is?
The intelligence agency of Iran is very active in Iraq. You could reach out to it's called the Quds Force, Quds, and yep, obviously not on an American military base, but if you're willing to go outside the wire, with a little bit of luck and money, you could probably find some Iranian agents.
I mean, it makes sense to me because from what I as an individual know, they have not been friends for a very long time. So it would make sense to me to hit them up. Uh, I think that's what Captain Pashkev is going to be doing, is trying to establish contact with um, agents at Cuds Force.
Okay, all right. Sergeant Warner, what you going to be doing during that time?
So, let's see. There is also the American military in the region, right? Or
Oh
intelligence,
yeah,
I meant.
oh yeah.
Um,
American, Iraqi, and intelligence agency, Kurdistan intelligence agencies.
yeah, so I'll have a picture of the tablet where we agree that's fine, right? We're not worried about spreading the image.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have copies.
And yeah, I'll try to take or get the Americans to take genies very seriously.
Okay. All right. So we will do that first because Kasim and Naba are driving to Baghdad, and it's going to take a few hours to get down there. Okay. So Sergeant Warner. So we'll say you're kind of asking around. Are you going to the Iraqi intelligence force? They both operate on the base of Tikrit. Both the Iraqis and the Americans are active there. So they're going to be a little easier to find than the Iranians. So.
Yeah. What was the question? Where are they operating? Like they have their own base?
No, they're all here on the air base of Tikrit. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm assuming that there's an intelligence officer in charge where I know that I'll get yelled at trying to approach him, but whoever deals with me, I can start talking to.
Okay. All right. Give me a human roll.
Right. Oh, 82. That's no good.
82. All right. So this is going to take you a day or two of kind of asking around, but eventually they do put you in contact with a Usama Alwan of the
Okay.
Iraqi Intelligence Services, the IIS. Yeah.
All right, great.
You know, so when he meets you, they've got lots of places on the base where he's sipping a tea when he greets you, and he goes, I heard that you were looking for some information about something that was pulled out of the ISIL's area of control.
Yes, sir. I'm on a special unit task force where we're concerned that they have some kind of bioweapon. That's hard to get into the specifics, but me and my team are trying to track it down and learn of any historical weaknesses.
Oh, I see. And how can I help you out with this? We wouldn't want any type of bioweapon fall into their hands.
Yes, well, I'll share this picture with you. It's of a tablet we've reconstructed. We believe that it has details on the beast, but it's ancient. We're not entirely sure what we're looking at.
Hmm. Okay. So when he slid it over, he looks at it. Oh, he rolled well with that. Uh, he goes, he's like, that is a very old tongue on there. He's like, I cannot not read it, but I know of someone that could. I could have him come up here if you would be willing to pay his travel expenses.
Oh, absolutely. That's no issue for us.
Oh, well, if you would forward me the money, I will make sure that he gets it. And how about 2 days from now? We'll meet back up.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you.
So, okay, all right. Uh, and then Nasser, what were you doing?
I was really just helping Sergeant Warner and Captain
Okay,
with their projects. That's kind of
right. Give me a SIGINT roll.
signet roll. Uh-oh. Signet?
SIGINT, signals intelligence.
Mine is 0.
Oh, that's going to be a bad roll. Okay. I'll say if you get an 01, I'll still give it to you. So.
All right, let me see what I do. No, 41.
Okay, yeah, you're kind of just there monitoring it. All right, so Kasim and Nava, you guys make it down to Baghdad. When you get there, it really strikes you just the juxtaposition of Tikrit, how it's just constant military movement. If it's not involved with the military, they're not really moving. As you get closer and closer, Baghdad is a very large city, and people are going about living their life. As you start getting closer to it, of course, there are security checkpoints where they're taking it out. It's being run by the Iraqi army now. As they search, so you see they've got the dogs sniffing all the cars and everything. And as you approach the checkpoint, the guard he kind of looks in while the other guy's got the dog going around the cart, and he's like going, "Are you a Baghdad resident or where visiting?"
Oh, just visiting. I have business at the university with one of the professors.
Okay. IDs, please.
Do we have IDs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He kind of looks at it and he gives it back to you. And he looks over at Kasim.
Yeah, I hand over my ID.
Okay. He looks at it. He goes, okay. And then you see him. He types into like a little computer and it runs it through. He looks up and goes, "You're clear." He waves you through
Thank you.
on
Have a
through.
nice day.
Uh, you too. So you roll into the university there. You know, once you're inside the green zone, it's actually quite pleasant. The electricity is running. People are moving around. If you didn't know that you were actually in a country that is in a civil war, there'd be no indication that, hey, this country is trying to rip itself apart. All right. All right. Get to the university here. Okay, Baghdad. All right. So when you show up there are you know, it's like a typical university, except people. There's no quad or anything. It's safe, even though it is in the green zone. There's not a lot of bars or anything around it. So
In general, aren't they non-alcoholic?
yep,
Whole
yeah,
country. Yeah.
teetotalers.
Yeah. So I'll go to the administration office. Of course, I'm speaking Arabic the whole time. So
Oh yeah, of
um,
course, of course. They the gentleman there, he looks up and he sees you. He's like going, welcome to the University of Baghdad. How may I direct you?
well, I was in the neighborhood and I was hoping to be able to speak to one of your professors of ancient languages. Um, we've been working to restore a number of interesting archaeological objects, tablets, and things like that that were damaged by ISIL,
Mm.
and and we would like to see if we can get a translation of what we're looking at. I mean, it might just be a washing bill.
Or someone complaining about poor quality copper. Or
Exactly.
yeah,
And we want to know if we need to spend a month working on this or whether we're going to spend a great deal of time working on it.
'cause, that could be arranged. He goes, if you go down that hallway there, Al Zawara, he is our head of the language department.
Okay, thank you very much. You've been very kind. And that's where I will go.
Okay, right. When you get down there, Al Zawara, he's sitting in his office. He's got lots of books around, and he looks up at you, and he's like going, "You're not one of my students."
No, Professor Alzawara. Um, I'm coming to you today because we've had an interesting find, uh, and I'll show him pictures of it.
Mm.
Uh, we've been trying to reconstruct this tablet, and we're not sure what it is. It seems to be in a dialect that's very ancient. Can you shed
Ah.
some light on it? Some light on it for us?
He goes, yes, it does appear very ancient. He kind of looks up, he pulls down a book, kind of flips through it, compares, and he does that 3 or 4 times when he goes, this is quite the find. It's from the Akkadian Empire, Akkadian, which from eighth eighth century is they were the empire in
Hmm.
here. He goes, yes, seems incomplete, but it's looks like some type of ritual.
Yeah. Sadly, it was smashed by you know who.
Yes.
We managed to recover it. Um, uh, could I trouble you to make a translation of what we have here? And maybe it'll ring a bell. Maybe you've seen the text in some other, you know, text. I mean, it was in perfect condition just a
Uh,
week ago.
oh, yes. Yeah, I could probably be bothered to make that translation.
Oh, would these? I don't know what color the money is
Right.
over there. Would
Uh,
these green pieces of paper help with?
oh, yes. They'll help me kind of goes in here. It seems to be almost like a summoning ritual. So it says here that it would call forth. Get the name right here. Uh, Father of Aurora, Sargash. Sargash. Thief.
Father of War Sargash. I'm not familiar with that. Uh, is it part of mythology?
Uh, I'm afraid you're stepping outside of my expertise on that.
Oh,
I can read it, but what that is, I mean, there was many gods that the
the
ancients
ancients believed.
believed in,
Yeah.
and all. But that is not something that I would have specialized in, and
Is
all.
there
But
someone here that specializes in it?
uh, we do have some people that specialize in religions and all. You
Mythology department.
might want to talk to them. And I pronounced it Shagash, 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 not Sharg,
Shagesh.
Shagash. Yeah.
Um, can I work with the professor here for a bit and see if he can give me a translation of the whole thing and what might be missing?
Yes, you could. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I've got plenty of those little green pieces of paper, so
Oh, yeah. We can definitely uh, work on this, and so
or whatever the color they are.
yeah. Well, U.S. money is generally wanted because it's a little
Oh,
bit more stable than
all the better.
mhm,
Yeah. So,
especially in the green zone.
Kasim, if you want, you might go check the library for this Father of War Shagash.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll head off to the library with the new information and just see if I can track down anything on my own before I go bothering, other people.
Okay.
Or find a professor of mythology. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Right. Uh, so we'll say that you're kind of working with him for a while. Uh, you get the sense that he's quite interested in it, and even a few more green pieces of paper, he's not going to go any faster because like now you've got his curiosity up. You know. But after a few hours, he gives you what it says. He like I said, it's a part of a ritual to call this god is. What I gather is there's probably other tablets that had the rest of the ritual on it, but if those still exist is anyone's guess. This is thousands of years old. So
All right, so I get whatever I can from him.
mm-hmm.
More tablets. I wonder if and we bombed the place.
Yeah.
Maybe there's more in the artifacts that we got, but I don't know. I'll go find Kasim wherever he may be.
Okay. Kasim, you were trying to find a.
Yeah, I'm in the library. I'm
Mhm.
looking up Father of War and Sargash that we've just learned. See if I can find anything on that.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, give me a. We'll stick with the computer science. You're struggling with that than a search. So
Okay. Nope. 58 over 40.
yeah, it's
Just wasting all the time.
yep, yeah, it's having a good time.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
The beautiful
Okay.
library.
Lots of books.
All right, Captain Daniel Poshcave. All right, so you're going to go outside of the wire and try and make contact with the Iranian intelligence force. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So once you get, how are you dressing?
Uh, I'm gonna dress local. I think.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, I'm not precisely espionage guy, but I'm just this side of heavily armed espionage guy.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So once you're outside of the wire in the city of Tikrit, this is a place where it's obviously all the money is coming from the military investment, but also it's a city on edge because ISIL up until this point they had made phenomenal territorial gains and stuff. They routed out of Mosul, tens of thousands of Iraqi military with and so, though there's a large military force here, you get the feeling that people are ready to flee at a moment's notice if needed. And how are you going to search for this person? Kind of what questions are you going to be kind of asking around?
I mean, if we're doing it directly outside of most of
Tikrit.
Crete, and it's gonna be interesting. I think I'm gonna be putting out feelers for kind of anybody interested on information regarding like the heretics. I think is going to be or the Arabic equivalent.
The apostates?
Apostates, yes. And refer to them as the apostate apostates ISIL.
Mm-hmm.
And see if I can sum it up and get anybody to bite on that.
Okay. All right. Give me a human.
James Bond, I am not. But with a 20, wow, dice are having a 28 out of 30. Just sneak under the wire.
Very nice. Maybe you were able to kind of get successful. You passed around a little bit of money, and that was kind of good.
I know. Daniel Pashkev's Delta Force. He's had training in sort of like, here's how to disguise, your presence on an American base. I think prior to leaving, he's gonna not do that. He's gonna assume that Cuds is probably watching the army base.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he heads out, he's going to be not like so obvious that it's, some kind of like plant, but also he's not really worried about remaining undercover. He's clearly trying to reach somebody.
All right. Okay. So we'll say you run into Arshad Asalani. And and this takes a little bit of time, but the guy he approaches and he goes, I heard you were asking about the apostates up north.
I have been. And who are you?
He goes, Arshad, I am a gatherer of information, and we might have a common interest.
Okay. Well, Arshad, I really have a fake name for this. I think he's just going to introduce himself as just as Pashkaev, and he's going to explain that they've come across some rather concerning practices or murders, things almost ritualistic. And he's concerned. He said, "We're concerned that there might be something more than just a terminally, how is it? A terminally orthodox practice going on amongst ISIL.
I would not be surprised if they were consorting with the devil.
Does the I'm just gonna I'm not gonna give play all the cards, but that's just the title Father of War mean anything to you?
No.
Okay.
Should it?
Well, we found it written in Arabic at the site of one of these. I can only call it a killing. Um, their man Al Jabiri. In the West, I'd ask if he was into the occult. I don't know if that word translates as well, but I mean, Islam has a history of mysticism, I would assume.
Uh,
Do you know if he has any interest in that?
you're asking of Al Jabari? And who is this man?
Uh, Al Jabiri?
Yes.
Well, he is a known member of ISIL. That's all I know.
You would like information on him or him killed?
Oh, I think if the second option was possible, this would be a very different conversation. But information, I think, is all I would want right now.
I could get you information on this man and all. What do you offer me?
Um, well, depending on the quality of information, why don't we do 10,000 American?
Oh, money? No, 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 no. We, um, I can get money easily and stuff. He's like, what I'd like to know is the specs on the jamming pods of the F-15.
I'm sorry, you and I both know that I can't do
Oh,
that, and I
oh,
won't do that.
oh, but oh,
I
I need
appreciate,
these.
I will say
Uh,
this.
how?
Arshad, I appreciate the attempt. Like professional to professional, I appreciate the attempt, but
Uh,
um,
how about something on maybe not from your own country? The Kurds. Some
you're
information
hurting me as a
about
player
this.
because I love the Kurds very much as a
I
person.
know, but it's a lot of wheeling and dealing.
Um, the Kurds, or you just, I'm guessing NATO's, but God, you were transparent. Maybe I'll take that that professional statement back. Um, but you have told me that you do have information on this person.
Oh, I can get information.
Mm.
I can get information. Very dangerous to go into ISIL territory to get that information. But I have men that could get that for you.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you what, as for right now, let's consider this an introduction. If I want to contact you again, what would be the best possible or the best way to do that?
He goes, you see that man over there at the tea shop?
Yes.
Yes. Go with if you need to contact me. Go over there and ask him for some imported chai.
Got it.
Information on Mossad and the Israelis would work too. Yeah.
I've by judging by this interaction, I am sure I have a laundry list of things that you would be willing to accept.
Mhm.
I appreciate you taking this meeting. Like I said, I'll reach out if we need you again. Well, I mean, I cranked that int test, but I don't know if I'm desperate enough to sell out NATO forces yet.
Excellent. All right. Okay. Right. Before we get back to Sergeant Warner there, Kasim and Naba, were you going to do anything else in Baghdad or come back?
Um, if we can find a professor of uh, Arab mythology,
Mm-hmm.
um, just like to talk to him, see if he has any idea, anything more on this father of war.
Okay,
Um,
yeah.
and my usual tactic is I don't really lie about it. I just tell him we found this tablet. It seems very
Mm-hmm.
valuable. It's Akkadian. I'll speak to him as if I already knew that it was Akkadian.
Right.
That and it speaks of this father of. And did you say? I'm trying to think. This is actually part of a collection of tablets.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'll just sort of bluff and sort of see what other information I can get out of him, if he knows anything at all.
Okay. Well, let's see on this gentleman how he did. I got some pretty good dice. So, when you ask him about it, he tells you, he's like, Shagash, the god of slaughter, the father of war, pronounced in the Akkadian language as Sagusu, but a lot of the letters do not translate great. They were. Are you familiar with the? You used to have a Western accent. The Jewish myth of the Ark of the Covenant and how they would march into war with it, and it would
And
help.
yeah,
Is
that lightning would
sim
shoot out of it and kill their enemies. And
Yes, similar to that. The Acadians would march. They would carry a an amphora of some kind, and they would release this god, and it would slaughter their enemies before them, and it was why they were able to establish an empire. Scholars debate which myth came first, whether it was the Ark of the Covenant myth or this Father of War myth, but
the myths
there's
feed into one another. Yeah.
reflections. Exactly.
Any idea if this was some sort of a demon or devil or well god? How'd they get it back in the bottle?
The magi that were there, they would read from they would have spells that would force it back into the bottle. You know,
So I'll show him some of the pages from some of the pictures.
mm,
Um, so that's what this possibly might be. Uh,
wow.
some means to contain the creature, the god. Uh,
Yeah.
do you know if
Uh,
there are any other tablets like this in the museums or?
uh, like these were. Are you familiar with the Noctic manuscript? The Pnakotik. The Noctic. The Noctic.
Can I don't know if I've got a cult.
That
I've
would
got
be
10%.
more of a unnatural.
Oh, what do I have in unnatural? I have 0%.
Oh,
I have a little bit if I'm here for the conversation. I can,
Yeah, you're here.
yeah.
yeah.
I don't have enough though.
Yeah.
37 over 10.
No, no.
No.
There he goes. They're They were rumored to be tablets that talked of ancient ancient beings that seeded the earth, and quite blasphemous for all religions and all. They have been known. There is a known one in the British Museum in one of their archives. There used to be one here in Baghdad, but unfortunately, when the invasion happened and it was not secured, it disappeared and is probably being moved around on the black market.
And that would have been written in Akkadian as well.
Uh, Quite possibly. Some of them are written in other languages. I don't know what the one in the British Museum was written in. I think it was more of hieroglyphics.
Have you actually seen it?
No.
Well, thank you for your help. I'll pass this back to my professors and see if it helps them determine. I don't know if there's any more of these tablets, but this was quite a find. Thank you.
Okay. All
I'd like to call Almela and Alrabani.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going at the university? Have you found any leads?
We've got some more information. This is an ancient Akkadian deity, the father of war. Its name is Shargash, and the tablets seem to be a part of a collection of other tablets that can summon, bind, and release this thing. The Akkadians used it in war, like the Ark of the Covenant.
All right. Let me stop you here. So this is exactly why I'm calling you. So I'm struggling to care about any of this. I have a meeting with the AIC in a couple days at 1100 hours. Figured you're the boys that should be there for it instead of me.
Okay.
If
we're getting ready to
if
come
you're hitting
back.
dead ends, is what I'm saying. Yeah, I think you guys should be able to make it here in time.
Oh yeah, we'll be back in 4 hours.
Yeah. But yeah, great work. I'm glad that, this is kind of your niche, right?
Oh, well, not really, but I mean, I'm a cryptographer, but I'll tell you what, I know that all seems weird and far-fetched, but just imagine that, what ancient people wrote about something doesn't necessarily mean it's what they believed it was. I mean, from the way it looked in the picture and from the way it freaking sounds like nanites, like a bunch of small machines. It could be alien technology for all we know.
Yeah, right. Well, if I find it, I'm gonna shoot it, and they told me shooting it's not gonna work. Well, I mean, I saw that in the video, so yeah, just hoping you can
Yeah.
find some secret weapon.
Maybe a really fine net.
Right. Well, cool. I'll be waiting for you
Or a
guys.
glue
So,
gun or something that glues it all together and pins it to the ground. All right, we'll be back. We'll be back soon.
great.
Okay. All right. So we'll gather everyone back together there and to Crete. We'll say, all this kind of took a day or two, so we'll move it to it's the 7th of April now.
Yeah, so meetings tomorrow morning, and Kosh Cave's back.
Yep. Excellent. All right.
Sorry. Yes, I am back. I was definitely not doing nefarious things. So, cool. All right. Gentlemen, so what did we find? Rabani?
We got a name. The entity is called Shargash. And It's goes back to ancient, not the Sumerians, but the Akkadians, uh, and that they would carry the thing into war with them and release it to slaughter their enemies. Um, the tablets, of which we only have one, uh, had the spells for releasing it and bringing it back and reconfining it in the jar. Um, it's possible too that uh, copies or translations of the text of the tablets is included in a collection called the Narcotic Manuscripts,
The way
at
you
the
said that
British
makes me think there's
Museum.
a bunch of letters that aren't being pronounced.
Yeah, there's a P in the beginning, PN, which is probably just silent narcotic. Um, at the British Museum, there used to be a copy here, but it went missing during the invasion, which
Interesting.
maybe it wasn't destroyed and some evil person has it and they're using it. I don't know. Um, they didn't list anything that might deter the creature, so except for magic. So maybe that well, and we know that the lid kept it in the jar. So the lid, whatever that symbol is on the lid, must mean something, you know, that it doesn't is not able to get past some sort of barrier. Maybe there's a key. If we can create a barrier of those signs, I don't know if you just draw them on something or
I'm
have to
not
carve them in.
uh handler. I mean, I know we're a part of the official project and
Yep.
asking from like a player perspective, how well known is hypergeometry outside of,
We know we're
like
not supposed to use it.
right, the spooks in the lab.
But you're asking whether you would know about it?
Well, I mean, I just want to make sure that, like, if I were to call home base and ask about it, I'm not going to get shot out of hand.
No, you wouldn't get shot out of hand.
Okay.
And I think we're
Uh,
all aware that there's bad stuff.
sure.
So
So, we'll, I think we'll need to hit up the spooks at home base about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, Pashkev and Landry, to get you two in the loop, I made contact with the AIC. I got El Rabani and Al Mala agreed to go because I think it's much more important for them to talk to this guy than me. But yeah, we're flying in some kind of specialist in old languages. I mean, feel free. I got the meeting arranged tomorrow.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Good initiative.
Yeah,
Um,
I told him we're a special task force. I use the phrase bioweapon.
oh,
Told him
yeah,
that we could.
that'll get him running.
Yeah.
Uh, all right. Landry? You got any I mean, outside of our mapping work, I don't know if you took the time, I know I went on a little errand there for a minute. Come up with anything?
Um, Not really. I've just been doing some thinking about the behavior patterns of this entity, um, and kind of based on what um, Rabini and Kasim just said about carrying it into battle and it would destroy all the enemies. This thing is kind of why isn't it behaving in a way to destroy all the enemies? It seems like it has like a cooldown period, where it murders and then it doesn't, and then it murders and then it doesn't.
Well, then why is it recruiting people? That's
I was about to
yeah.
bring that up as
What's
well.
been stuck in my head is the recruitment, but also I wish we could get some more data on if there's more killings happening. But I mean, with the active war zone, it's hard to tell which deaths are ours.
You'll
But
see
I was
Pashkev
wondering
does
if it
like
couldn't cross the water or something, if that's kind of natural barrier.
I
I'm
thought about that too. Is water a natural barrier
I
to this
also
thing?
had the same idea. I'm glad to know that we're all on the same page. I just realized, thank you, Sergeant Warner, that um Yeah, we need to phone home on this one. That symbol on the lid, I'm sure was in one of the briefings. Um, but you were talking about like a cooldown period.
Mhm.
But if it's smart enough to recruit, then that would imply that at least in these stories, it wasn't acting of its own volition, it was being controlled. If it can be controlled, ideally it can be done away with. Um, and if all
You
that
know,
was keeping it in the jar was that lid with that symbol, maybe that's a start.
but it was also under the pond, which is another water barrier. I didn't
Oh,
think
that's
of it until you
interesting.
said it.
I think we're onto
Uh,
something.
as far as where the murders took place and when they took place, is it on the side of the river? Is it moving along with the river? Is it,
It
or is
was
it doing
going north
this?
along, wasn't it?
It's moving
Mm-hmm.
north.
It's
Yeah.
going
Yep.
north. I'm wondering what if it's on a boat?
North, wouldn't that put it again going upstream though?
I don't know. Is it going upstream or downstream?
It would be going upstream. Yep, the Tigris
Oh,
flows
so
south.
it would have to be a motorized boat. But you might be right. Maybe it can't cross well. Now, is the house where it originally was on the same side of the river?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm assuming it just made the shortest line to the city, right?
Yep.
And if it's the Tigris too, then with the Euphrates, isn't there a triangle now that it can't actually get out of? Uh,
Well, we don't know. I mean, it might not be able to move over it of its own volition, but if you put it in a box and take it over, that might
like
be.
a vampire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it? I mean, you know, there's that break in sort of like the seriousness where Past Shift goes, God, wouldn't it just be so much easier if we were fighting vampires?
Oh, certainly.
Well, I
It's
mean,
like
I did think for a while that it was only acting during the daylight. I mean, during the nighttime. What if not all of the murders are murdered by the thing? It does have human slaves, if you will. What if it's not just the thing, but it's the slaves as well?
Yeah,
it
that's
could be.
a
I
good
mean,
thought
but
too.
the thing is all the bodies have been skinned.
The
Well,
ones
maybe
that
that's
don't
what it
serve it,
wants for tribute.
I'm assuming it's eating, but it's like bow down before me or I'll kill you.
Okay, so this is
I,
good. This is good. I think we've established a pattern with the water.
I also
I
think that we need to talk to Delta Green about what kind of magic we're allowed to use to drive it back into the bottle or drive it away for good, trap it somewhere.
Mhm.
Should think if the ancients could kill it, they would have, except they were using it for a weapon.
I mean,
Or they couldn't kill it and they just put it in a jar.
Yeah.
well, right, but they had a
Well,
method of controlling it, which
I mean,
Yeah.
you keep
which
saying controlling it, but as far as we know, it was their emperor just
that's a
behind
fair
the
point.
scenes.
That's a fair point. My
Um,
assumption was that somehow they were keeping it
yeah,
under control until they were in conflict, but you could be right. It could have been calling the shots.
it's definitely though the implication that the professors at the university gave me that the Acadians rose to power by using it like a weapon. It wasn't,
yeah.
I mean, we know the history of the Sumerians and the Acadians, and you know, I don't
You
think it was
mentioned
in control.
there was another tablet at the British Museum, right? You said that?
There
That's
was an actual book at the British Museum, which is a translation, I think,
okay.
of the Akkadian. Um,
Well, we're
they didn't
seeing
usually make
this
copies
ancient,
of tablets.
yeah. Well, I mean, I figured the British just snagged it and brought it home. But yeah, let's
That's a
maybe
trip.
just email the British Museum, see if they can send us some photocopies or something, right?
That's a good idea. Yeah, of course. Um, we'll have to make some contacts at Delta Green to get them to
Yeah. I mean, if we can get
make
them
it
by
sound
tomorrow,
legit.
that'd be nice. Or, well, I guess tomorrow is just when the guy's showing up. We'll see how long he's sticking around to help us.
Yeah, let me phone home and see what we can, we'll shake the tree, we'll shake the triangle, see what falls out.
We probably have connections that can
Oh, I'm
canoodle
sure,
that.
but I mean, it's if we're gonna do this officially, then we need to do it by the book, as it were.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right. But I think you remember Sloan, that weird guy. I think it was right. I think if Al-Jabiri is into these things that go bump in the night, then he probably wants to try and use this similar to the way the Sumerians did. Um,
Bunker.
but as is often the case, I'm willing to bet that this is something that cannot just be ordered around. And everyone thinks that, yes, I can control these unknowable powers from beyond time and space, and it always bites them in the ass.
That's the advantage of hubris.
Yeah.
Their hubris is always their downfall. I think we can also safely assume that anyone who's deeply religious in the Islam is not going to, they're going to see this as an evil entity. They're not going to want to have anything to do with it. The devil, Iblis, whatever.
Right, but
So
you'd be hard pressed to convince them that their head of counterintelligence is secretly worshiping the devil. That feels like obvious propaganda to me.
maybe.
It'd be like saying, it would be like saying, Dick Cheney is actually Satan. Well, hang on.
Uh, people turned on Robespierre pretty quickly during
That is
the
true.
French Revolution.
Um, it's a possible angle.
Well,
Uh,
we'll put a pin in that and keep it
yeah.
there.
I have not had anything as fruitful as you guys have. I will
Think
say that
seeing if
Cud's force is watching the base, and I have an ability to get a hold of them if needed. I figured, worst case scenario, we could reach out to the guys who hate ISIL more than we do. Um, but they want the standard state secrets kind of stuff in exchange for
oh yeah.
any information. And oh, get us the radar pods on the F-15. No.
Yeah,
I
we're
mean, credit
limited
to the
in what
man
we
for
can.
trying, but I just wanted to let you guys know the Cuds is watching the base. Uh, so just be mindful.
Well, let's
It's
get the translations of those the narcotic
Amalek.
manuscript.
Do you have any contacts with the Kurds?
I don't know. Do I?
Give me a luck roll.
Okay. Let's see. I wrote a 53. Where is my luck?
It's just 50-50 shot.
Oh, okay. So no.
Yeah.
I do not. No, I'm sorry.
Mm. I'd rather work with them than with the Iranians, but still.
Well, Delta Green surely has people, so let's.
Right, but we'll call it a little bit of professional pride, right? They sent us out here to get the job done. If we were going to have them do it, they would have just done it.
But we need information from the British
This
Museum.
this is true.
I could fly out, but I won't be back for a few days.
I mean, is in the grand scheme of things from a like a player question, like again, we've got a full month. It sounds like people traveling actually wouldn't be that big of a deal. I'm not sure. How would
That
that be viewed?
um, it would be an expense, but you do have the time.
That's
If I
something to
have to, I
consider.
have to.
Right.
But if I get on the airplane and I'm flying and you guys get on the phone and get the information, I'm going to be really pissed if I come back and you've solved it. Uh, let's see what I can do getting some contacts. We only need the text. We don't need the object. So I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Maybe there's some old professor that I know at Miskatonic who has connections at the British Museum.
Okay. All right. All right. So you want to jump ahead to your meeting with the IIS?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Who was going?
So it was myself, Warner, and
Pretty
I
much
think,
everyone, right?
yeah, I think
We're
pretty much
ambushing.
everybody.
Pretty much,
Yeah, we're bringing the party.
bring the game. All right. So the your contact that you talked to, he shows up. He's got another a gentleman with him, a Alim Jamal, and he goes, "Here's the one the gentleman I was telling you about who was more knowledgeable on the things that you were asking about." And Alim, he nods at you. He's like going, good to meet you. I understood you had found a tablet from ancient history, and we're looking for some more information on it.
Yeah. I'll show him the photographs.
Hmm. He goes, I have not seen this one before. I've seen one of its mates uh, about 20 years ago. I saw it. It was in in the in the museum. Oh,
Uh, does it still survive that you know of, or was it destroyed?
it was not destroyed. No, I've been working on tracking it down. The last I had heard, it had made it to Athens.
Ah, Athens, Greece.
Yes,
Um,
yes, yes, yes. There's a collector there, a Zordos, who likes to buy, invest in artwork and artifacts that are exceedingly rare.
I see. Uh, do you have contact information from this person? I mean, you don't know for sure that he has it. Is that what you're saying? Or
I, I'm saying that he purchased it. I was able to find the seller on the dark web, and it was delivered to him. And I have seen no other indications that it's been moved since then.
You saw it though. Do you remember what it says?
It was part of a ritual, a summoning or a binding ritual. It's hard to say without the first part, and then he kind of looks back at the photographs that he said there. He goes, yes, yes, yes. It looks like it was a summoning. It would call a creature. Are you familiar with the ancient god Shagash?
Or gosh, yes, the
Ah,
father of war.
you didn't tell me that they were such an educated and Renaissance folks that are open-minded.
So
Ah,
what steps, what tangible thing can we get out of this? Do you remember? Is it filling bowls with sand?
well, the casting of the spell required a sacrifice of either of yourself or of a captive. It was a slicing of your wrists to drain the blood in. It would call it if it was already sated. If it wasn't sated already, then it would require much more blood. It has almost a need for blood, from what I'd heard. The Acadians, they would, their prisoners, they would cut their throats and drain it into the bowl, and that would call it back to him. But if that wasn't available, the Magi's would sacrifice their own blood to call it back. Obviously, they preferred others' blood.
Hmm. Interesting.
Of course, these are all just ancient rituals and everything. Not something that we believe in this more educated time.
It certainly wouldn't be in the city of Mosul where blood flows in the streets, right?
Ah, yes. That would be a place that if this creature did exist, it would thrive.
Well, we appreciate the info. Um, is there ever a physical description of this thing?
What thing?
Of Shagash?
Oh, so we look at what the descriptions did. Uh, what he says there is it was described often as just a swarm. Some of the victims said it was like sounded like locusts approaching, but then much larger. Oh, and that it would slice them to pieces. Oh, but they attributed it as insects or flying rocks.
Is there also any mention in history about uh, this thing demanding worship?
No, I'm not familiar with that in there. But sorry, no,
No,
I'm
that's
not.
that's all right. The reason we're asking is we've been seeing some strange behavior around some of these tablets, and I'm just beginning to wonder if ISIL is finally cracked. Um, so we don't just out of character, we don't have any more tablets other than the one that summons it, right?
That part
Oh, part
part of
of.
the spell that summons it. Yeah.
And it's
I mean, good, right? We
it's-
don't want to accidentally summon it inside the portable.
Yeah. Ah.
Well, I think I'm getting the impression that you use blood to summon it and then trap it in the jar in the process. You're tricking it to go into the jar because you're putting blood in the jar.
Yeah.
And then you're using an elder sign to keep it in the jar. And then some idiot comes along and pops the cork. and lets it out. Is there anything that this god of war, this father of war, is afraid of?
I would have to do research on it. Yeah. I would happily do some research for you if you're interested.
Please, how much do you
Please.
charge?
Oh, well, this is an academic thing, but of course, gas to get there and all, but if it's for academics, I could get back to you in a week, say, but I drive a large vehicle, so 500.
Yeah, I think I'd like to speak for the group and say for the next week, take 700, and we need you to pretend that this thing is real and give us a full detailed description of it.
Also, not to
Huh.
talk to other people about it.
A little solo project and all. Yeah, I think for that I could definitely do some research for you.
Excellent.
Right. Right. Anything else you wanted to ask him?
We'll be in contact.
All right. All right. Because he thanks you and Reza, hey, the one guy that the Iraqi intelligence, he's like, thank you. Anyone else? Any of my other friends that you need to speak with?
Have any contacts with the British Museum?
Uh, Unfortunately, not. The we haven't got along well with the British since they left back in the 50s. All right.
Fair enough. Looks like we have some phone calls we got to place. Anybody else?
You have a lot to process. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a deep dive on the internet. Sometimes the British Museum takes photographs of all of their things and puts them online. It might take some digging. It might not be a popular thing to look at, but it might be there somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Cool.
Right. Um, who's watching the intel feeds and stuff that come across the classified networks and all?
I had been doing that.
Okay,
Right.
that's what I thought. So this is the 8th, and you see come across the feed information about an Iraqi army tank platoon that was completely wiped out, and that made it across the unclassified. In the classified section, you see that when the army came in there and recovered the tanks, all the crew members inside all 12 tanks were completely flayed. Seemed like the Iraqis plan to bring the tanks back to base, sanitize them out, and put them back into service with people that don't see the mess that was inside of it.
Wow. And whereabouts did this take place?
It was near the front lines, which would be to the southeast of Mosul.
Okay. Took out a whole platoon of tanks.
They're building a war. It's the father of war. They're building an army.
Hmm.
Yeah, this isn't good. Sounds like we need to get a move on, but can't do anything. Can't get into the city without those IDs, so
Yeah.
kind of stuck.
Well, let's just keep working at it. Maybe we'll get lucky and find a path to stop
So the
it.
gentleman we just met, sorry, Tom.
No, go ahead.
So the gentleman we just met, we're paying him to do research for us on this father of war, right?
Yep.
Okay. Trying to think what else we can do. Do we have any SIGINT for Mosul?
Give me a second roll.
Well, I don't have it. That's the problem.
Oh, well. I think there's a couple of you that
I do.
have some pretty good SIGINT scores.
Well,
Who
I have
does?
a little, I have a
That's
little
my
bit.
thing.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Well, Rabani, when you have some downtime, would you mind seeing if we can pick up some chatter coming out of Mosul? I want to see if
All right.
anybody's talking about this thing.
I got a 49 out of 80.
Nice. Oh, holy cow. Okay.
Oh, 49 out of 80. All right. This we'll say that kind of digging through the SIGINT's going to take a while, but with that score, you're kind of able to kind of put it together. You notice that there are reports of bodies being found in the rivers, floating down the rivers. Now, you would have found that report anyway, but you're noticing that there's a pattern that they're skinned alive and all, and that's what's highlighting it to you. That hey, that's more than just ISIL's typical thuggery and violence that they were inflicting on the populace. And then with the other thing you notice, there's some SIGINTs indicating there's some there was a large group of Chechens in Mosul that went to go inspect the site. They didn't pick up where they were supposed to go inspect, but of the 30 that went there, only 3 of them came back, and they're in the hospitals.
Do we know what site?
No.
I'm going to use our whiteboard or map or whatever we were using to put a pin in all of the places that I'm finding this about. We might start to see a pattern emerge,
Mm-hmm.
a locality.
Oh, can we color code for days?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Just so that way, if we color code for days and we can almost track its travel through chronologically through the city, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was mistaken. It was 70 Chechens, not 30.
Oh, so even worse.
Yeah.
Wow.
We could probably do that easier on a computer. We can start color coding and creating a map of wherever it's going.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I was just doing it by hand mostly for, because it was the first thing I thought of. But if you want to take it digital,
it just
right
seems
ahead.
like it's getting more complicated as we're going along. So computer will do a better job keeping track of it all. But it'll still print out a beautiful color-coded map.
Okay. Excellent. All right. This seems like a good spot to stop for the evening.
Okay.
You guys ponder on where you going next?
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Our players included Julian Arba, Kent Blue, Gordon Lewis, Kaylin McDowell, and myself, with Keith Craig as the handler. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. Support for the show is provided by our patrons who are listed in the closing credits. If you'd like to show us your appreciation, please visit our Patreon site, or you can use the thanks button just below the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows, and leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Delta Green role-playing game. Until next time, good luck, good gaming.